Anybody heading back to the office? Maybe already back there? A lot of us fell in love with working from home. We can accomplish so much more. No more sitting in traffic for an hour every morning and evening. You can wake up later and slower, maybe even do laundry throughout the day, do some other chores, go for a walk outside, skip a shower, anybody? Then there are those who want to go back to the office, get away from the kids, your spouse, just for a little while, right? Get away from those chores at home. Some people like the commute. Listen to a podcast, an audiobook, some music. But for those who don't, working in an office can be hard on your mental health. Being stuck in a small cubicle all day, surrounded by more walls when you get up. Then you take a break and you walk outside into a concrete jungle and breathe in exhaust from all the cars driving by. Instead of hearing birds chirping and the beautiful sounds of nature, you listen to the industrial sounds and the traffic. Everybody's moving so frantic and fast. We're always in such a rush. Always going out to lunch, wasting money. And I say wasting money because not only are you spending, but you're probably buying something bad for you, but it's convenient, right? Well, not really, because when you eat poorly, that also contributes to your mental health. It makes us tired. We wear out faster, which puts us in a bad mood, which wears on our mental health as well. So you really do have to choose healthy food choices while at work, going into work and after work. Eating healthy is part of being mentally healthy. So back to the office, you're going to have to deal with poor airflow and lighting. You're going to have to put all these different things to the side for a second because you still have a job to do and you got to focus on that. All these things can contribute to poor mental health over time. All these distractions that pull you away from work when really all you want to do is your work. So it's important to recognize these numbing effects that the office can have on your mind. How important it is to get fresh air and sunlight, to go for walks and get your blood flowing, to eat healthy. All these things take time and an already busy day, adding more mental stress. They say 1 out of 4 adult workers have anxiety associated to their work. So now that you're going back to the office, think about some mental health strategies that you can implement into your routine to make sure you're not falling into unhealthy habits. You can try downloading apps like Calm, or I like Sam Harris's app called Waking Up. The CDC said many people with mental health disorders also need care for other physical conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, respiratory illnesses, and disorders that affect muscles, bones, and joints. The costs for treating people with both mental health disorders and physical disorders are 2 to 3 times higher than for those without co-occurring illnesses. By combing medical and behavioral health care services, the United States could actually save about $40 to $70 billion a year. This definitely goes hand in hand, having health issues and mental health, and how they can seriously impact each other. One of the hardest things about having a health problem is that unless somebody has experienced an issue with their physical health, it's really hard for others to relate and understand. And that does have a really dramatic impact on your mental health in itself. So sometimes when you're dealing with this, you're going to rub people the wrong way while you're fighting through some of your mental health issues. So it's important that you have somebody in your life that understands this, that you can go to. Sometimes we adjust our lifestyle to deal with physical health issues. Sometimes we have to rest more. Oftentimes it means sacrificing time spent with friends or even family. When you have a disease that hits you hard, it changes you. So you must take it on yourself to keep your mind right and your body healthy. And for some, this can be done through work, right at the workplace. You have to take the first step, though. You're the one that has to take action. About 63% of Americans are part of the U.S. labor force. The workforce can be a key location for activities designed to improve well-being for adults. Workplace wellness programs can identify those at risk and connect them to treatment and put them in a place that supports people to reduce and manage their stress. By addressing mental health issues in the workplace, employers can reduce healthcare costs for their businesses and employees. So you taking on your mental health challenges is not only good for you, but it's good for your employer. And don't forget that. I don't want to put more stress on you, but being part of mentally healthy is being mindful and acknowledging the truth. The truth is part of being mentally healthy, which a depressed employee has more potential for issues with. So When you have mental health issues, things like job performance and productivity, engagement with one's work, communication with your coworkers, physical capabilities, and daily functioning, all these things are affected by your mental health. So it's important you're taking time during the day to once again prep that health food, go for walks, drink lots of water, and don't forget to be well rested. Sleep is so important. Get to bed on time at night. Turn your electronics off. Turn off all the lights. Also, come up with a strategy for those times in your cube when you don't have a lot of work, because oftentimes when you're struggling with something outside of work and we're not all that busy, we tend to dwell on those thoughts, and that can impact our mood and our behavior and our mental health at work. Keep a book around, a magazine if those are still around. Perhaps play a game for a little while, something that puts you in a good mood. Part of being mentally fit and strong is not letting the workday break you down. It's controlling those thoughts, which is a reoccurring theme on the Jay Rooney Show. I'm a big believer in cognitive control. It's a mindset. It's mindful. It requires your attention. You can also try breathing exercises. Even sitting at your cube, you can do this. Focus on breathing in slower and slower. Feel the air going in and out. Do this until you've calmed down, and then find your light. Strength is a decision. The morning and night can also help you with your stress in the office by setting up routines. Create routines that limit anxiety and stick to them. Find a rhythm to this thing called life. I know you're like me and want to be a good employee while you're at work. You also want to feel good while doing your work. You can, but you need to start forming new habits and need to start doing it now. One step at a time, though. Starting tomorrow, you're going to take a 20-minute walk once a day for a month. We're going to do this twice a day starting next month, and I suggest picking a time that you would normally have a snack, and instead go outside and go for that walk. Or if you're feeling really tired, instead of grabbing a soda or a coffee or something like that, go outside and get some sun. Summer's right around the corner. Sometimes just staying in the sun can give you energy. But if you're feeling up to it, go for a walk. We want to get those endorphins pumping, so when we head back into work, we have energy and focus without having had sugar or processed carbs or coffee. So no more late afternoon coffee that'll keep you up past 8 p.m. And I know that's early, but you should be going to bed before you think you actually are. And maybe the following month, we're going to start a gym membership or working out at home, and then meal prepping for the workday and so on. There's always another step we can take to improve our health, to cut down on anxiety, to work on our mental health. It's not something that we just come up with something and then we're just good. It's something we have to work on our whole lives. And did you know strength training is the only way to prevent cognitive decline? And it also releases endorphins, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel confident. If you're not doing strength training, you need to. And yep, not even reading helps with cognitive decline. I mean, if you think about it, it probably does, but strength training is the only thing to produce measurable results. I used to do push-ups in my cubicle. Try it. And for some who struggle with mental health in general, not necessarily stimulated by their work, going into the office can be really good for some people. Communication structures are already in place. You have programs and policies coming from a central team. Social support networks are available. Employers can offer incentives to reinforce healthy behaviors. Employers can use data to track the progress and measure effects. Mental health is not just bad for you, but the truth is it's bad for your employer too. So it's important you're taking the time to once again prep that healthy food. Go for those walks. Drink lots of water. Control those thoughts. Meditation. I like to take 5 minutes here and there throughout the day to meditate. Yeah, even right in my cubicle. For me, it keeps my anxiety down and helps me stay calm and keeps me in a good mood. I like to try different things, and I recommend you do as well. Some people like to read for a minute or watch something funny. I used to do that all the time at work when I needed to lighten up. So, good luck to those of you who are already back in the office and to those of you transitioning back to the office in the near future. Get that Waking Up app. It's another great tool to put in your belt. Have a healthy day, everybody. Good luck. Jay Rooney Show.